or you can go get a job. They'll pay you 60, 70 grand a year, maybe, right? Maybe after you're there 5, 10 years, right? Or you can get a job and you're going to be making the phone calls anyways if you want to be in sales, right? So you have to take responsibility for the fact that you are in a sales position. You are the CEO of your life and you're the CEO of your business. That means that you are the chief executive officer. That means you get to look at the entire purview of everything that's going on, and you get to make strategic decisions about how you're going to conduct yourself in order to bring you from where you are today to where you want to be in the future. That's what CEOs do for businesses. That's what they do for companies. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 CEOs sitting here in the room right now. And whether or not you're the CEO of your business, you are the CEO of your life. You are the chief executive officer of your life. Nothing is more important than the schedule. Your job between 7 and noon is to fill these 2 slots. Now, what if you say, hey, Ben, look, man, I don't want to sit here on the phone for 6 hours. Wonderful. Go doorknob. Go look at FSBOs. Go do some type of a business production activity. Go to happy hour. Hand out 10 business cards. It doesn't all have to be the phone, guys. Business development is developing business. That's what it is. The phone is a fantastic way to develop business. And honestly, it's the way which causes us to cover the most amount of ground in the least amount of time. But it's not the only thing. Maybe you have a couple neighborhoods that you want to work. And so maybe you can spend 3 to 5 out. Hey, I'm going to go knock 10 doors in this neighborhood. I brought 10 business cards with me today. I'm going to go to the mall and get rid of them. Right? I brought 10 business cards with me today. I did 10 contacts this morning on the phone. Now I got 10 business cards in my pocket. I'm going to go get my car washed and get rid of them. You've got to be self-driven to this effect, guys. This is how you develop business, okay? I'll tell you a story. Anybody want to hear a story?
Sure.
Here's a story. Car wash story. I meet a guy at a car wash. He's got a badass Porsche, right? I'm like, dude, that is the bomb. He's like, thanks, man. I start talking to him. This is years ago, 3, 4 years ago. Start talking to the guy. Really cool dude, right? We start talking about real estate. Where do you live? That's always my question. Where do you live? You live around here? I live down in Midtown. I do want to move to Buckhead. I'm looking at property right now. I'm looking for lots. I want to build something. Very cool. I'm in real estate. Would it be okay if I start sending you properties? What are you looking for? We figure it out. I start sending him stuff. At the end of the day, he ended up finding a deal, which he bought without a realtor, okay? He bought a freaking 2-acre lot, which is worth $1 million an acre, for $987,000, okay? So he called me. He said, hey, Ben, look, man, I really appreciate everything. I just want to let you know I just bought this property, and so no reason to send me anything else. I've got my thing. I've got my plans. I'm set to go. Fantastic, dude. Awesome. So I keep in touch with the guy. I follow him on Instagram. I like all of his stuff. He's a cool dude. I hit him up every now and then. Hey, how's it going? What you up to? How's your business? Etc. Etc. Right? He calls me 3 months ago. He calls me. Ben, what's up, dude? Hey, man. Good. How you doing? Well, I'm expanding my medical practice, and my headquarters is going to be in Johns Creek. Hey, that listing you've got up in Johns Creek, is it for lease? I said, I don't know, man. We can chat. So I called the owner. I was like, hey, would you lease it? He said, I don't know, man. Let me meet the guy. So I scheduled the thing. He goes out there and meets the owner of the property there, right? Walks through the property with the owner. Offers him 200 grand. I'll write you a check for 200 grand and need it for 24 months. Owner's like, dude, I break even at that number, okay? So he's like, all right, fine, whatever. He calls me 2 weeks ago. I said, Ben, I'm tired of commuting. I think I'm going to buy that house. I said, really? He said, yeah. I said, cool. I said, look, I'm going to Amangiri for 2 weeks. Y'all know what Amangiri is? Oh, my God. Oh. It's a 7-star resort out in the middle of the desert in Utah. It's like $6,000 a night or something. This guy's going there for 2 weeks, right? Anyway, he's like, look, I've got to go out here for a couple weeks. I'm going to give you a call right when I get back. Sure enough, he gives me a call. Last Monday, he calls me. He said, we want to come see it on Sunday. I said, great. Went on Sunday. We set the appointment. Actually, it was Saturday. This weekend. So I went out and showed it to him. Saturday, right? Mom's out there, Dad's out there. They love it. So I'll call you Monday. Calls me yesterday. So I want to put in an offer. Asking price is $295. It's great. What do you want to offer? $2.4 even. So okay. I write it up. Send it over to him. Call the seller. Hey man, got an offer. $2.4. This guy's good to go. He's going to close ASAP. What do you think? He said, get him up $25,000 and I'll take it. So call him back. I said, look, dude, here's the deal. $25,000 more, it's yours. He said, done deal. Put on a contract last night, guys. 4 years later. 4 years later. Now, is it going to close? I don't know if it's going to close. We still got to go inspection, financing, all this kind of stuff, right? But the point is, what I'm telling you here, I'm telling you because I've had success with it. I continue to have success with it. If you follow your schedule, if you put yourself out there, it will equal results in this business. It may not be today. It may not be tomorrow. Now, what did I do to the guy? I added value. I sent him property. I followed up with him. I stayed on him. I stayed top of mind. Why didn't he have a realtor call me? He could have. He knows a lot of people that are realtors. Guys, everybody does. It's because he knew me, right? So sometimes you get back what you put out. You know what I'm saying? You get back what you put out. So your job during this time is to fill these slots. If you don't fill these slots with an appointment, you got a prospect. Who's got questions? Yeah.
When I'm making calls,
Mhm.
when I'm making calls, I have a hard time making, let's say, 10 contacts in an hour.
Yeah.
Even 5.
Yeah.
And it's more that I'm spending time. I buy the leads.
Yeah.
Got my calendar up.
Right.
Ringing the phone.
Yep.
When the phone's ringing, I'm pulling up the house, overlooking it real quick. Have the convo. But somewhere, I don't know if it's in my skill sets, but of like adding it to the calendar for a follow-up, whatever I need to do, it's like I'm spending too much time in that arena.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like, maybe there is no answer. Maybe my thing is I'll make 3 in an hour.
It's the same thing I was doing, so I understand it.
So,
I used to do. I was doing.
who knows the 80-20 rule that KW
A lot of
teaches?
waste of time. Just got a call.
20% of your activities create 80% of your results.
Mm-hmm.
80% of your activities create 20% of your results. So a lot of the preparation, a lot of the stuff where you're not knowing. Look, I'll call somebody right now not knowing the address, not knowing anything, and schedule an appointment with them. Well, have you seen my house? No, I haven't. Does that matter? Why do I have to be prepared?
That's why I'm setting the appointment so I can see your house.
That's correct. Why do I have to be prepared to make a phone call? I don't. All I'm trying to do, guys, by making a phone call is establish whether or not they need my help. That's it. That's all I'm doing. Let's say, you know, let's act like we're firemen, okay? And we're sitting up in the top of the trees in that big tower, right? And we're looking out across the land, and we see smoke. And we call the address, and we say, is your house on fire? And they say, no. And you say, okay, fine. Click. Or you call the address, and you say, is your house on fire? And they say, yes. Okay, well, is everybody in the house? You know, everybody get out of the house. What's the address? What's going on? How did the fire start? What's the deal? How can we help? Right? We'll send somebody out right away. All you're doing on the phone call is trying to establish if there is a need. Do you need my help? Right? Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally. That takes care of it.
Yeah. And because what you guys are doing and what we all do, it's not just you guys, okay, it's just human beings.
Procrastinating.
Yeah, well, you know, it's kind of, look, it's kind of, does everybody have an idea of this? And I'll send it out. But anyway, look, here's the way it is in the Red Book. I think they do this, and this, or something like that. Anyway, I don't know. Point being, 80%. Dude, 80% activities. This might give me an example of those activities.
You mean like, you talking about like procrastinating, texting?
Yeah, you know, just whatever. Oh, I better look this property up before I call it. That way I can make sure.
Yeah,
Of
like
what? What are you gonna make sure of?
that's what I was doing.
Yeah, of what? What are you making sure of? That it's there? That it's real? That it's pink? That
That
it's
it's
blue?
pretty.
That it's pretty? That
Yeah,
it's.
wasted time. Yeah.
Does it matter? I don't give a shit. I don't care if it's pretty or not. Sorry, what were you saying?
On those expires,
Yeah.
I usually I check just to make sure it's not back on the market.
That's fine.
Don't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Because I got the same problem.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
First time prepping.
Yeah.
Hey, I promise you, if it's back on the market, they'll tell you.
Right, right.
Let it go.
Okay.
Well, I've had
Why would you call me if you
So
didn't
they're
even
just-
know that in the first place? Sorry, bye, Clit. Guys, you gotta be the duck.
Yeah.
You gotta let it roll off. You cannot, I'm telling you right now, more important than everything I have to teach you, if I could get teach you one thing, you cannot absorb the negativity that people put towards you.
Right.
If you do, you will not make it. You might, and I you know who I told that? You know who's a prime candidate for this, guys? Justin. You know why? Because he is working that schedule. And I promise you, the harder you work, the more contacts you make, the more out there you become, the more damage you take. You have to focus on not absorbing the damage that people are throwing your way. How do you do that? You have to think about it. You have to be aware of it. You have to realize that it's not your fault. You have to realize that you are not the problem. You are actually the solution. However, at the same time, you are only looking for who you are looking for. And who you are looking for is someone who you can provide value to. And if they represent to you that they are not that person, they're gone forever. You'll never meet them. You'll never know them. They're dead to you. Okay? It's over. It's gone. Yeah.
Just I actually talked to a guy this weekend that he said, when I was talking to him, he was like, "You must be new." And I said, "Why do you say that?" And he said, "Because every realtor I know hates people and you don't yet."
It's a great point. It's a great point. It's a great
And then
point.
I
lot of
actually
people
started
say-
talking to him about absorbing the negativity that you had said.
Dude, let me tell you guys something. It's true. And it's not just realtors, but realtors more so. I'll give you an example. Can I give you another example?
Sure.
All right. So I had a closing this morning, right? The seller was supposed to get all personal items out of the home. All personal items. Everything. Everything means everything, guys. Everything means everything. There's still a bed upstairs. There's still paint cans in the basement. There's an old beat up bicycle in the freaking shed in the back. There's all kinds of car parts and shit. I mean, it was ridiculous, okay? The buyers are freaking out. Right? What'd I do?
Want to move the stuff?
Yeah, I went to Home Depot. I said, honey, I'm sorry, I gotta go. She got upset because she wants me to spend time with the baby. And I want to spend time with them too. I don't want to go to Home Depot and rent a truck and unload all this junk. But guess what? I did anyways, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you have to do what you have to do. You have to do what you have to do, right? And so my point there is, you can't let it absorb. You just have to move on. You have to do what you can do.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do anything about the fact that the seller didn't do what he said he was going to do. I can't do anything about the fact that the buyer's upset with that. But I can get rid of all that stuff. I can personally do it. I have it within my power to go to Home Depot, rent a truck, show up at the house, load all the stuff in the truck, and put it in my freaking driveway for the trash people to come pick up. And guess what? Problem solved. I can absorb the problem for everybody else so that there aren't any issues, right? But am I going to absorb the negativity? No. I'm solution focused. You guys have to be solution focused, right?
Mm-hmm.
Solution focused means, is that person's negativity going to help me solve the problem that I have in my life, which is that I need somebody that I can help? No, you can't absorb it, guys. And it's the hardest thing to do because we're all sentient beings and we want to help and we want to genuinely help and we have, we want to be kind and we want people to be kind back to us, and that's who we are. It's human nature, okay? But it's also human nature that when you're getting freaking blown up on your phone, that you're pissed, especially if it's not the right number. It might not even be the right damn phone number. Half the time it's not. These people are angry, right? They're angry. Now, another thing that we're going to work on here is we're going to work on a farm. We're all working the entire metro area right now as far as for sale by owners, expired listings, withdrawn listings, and all that is concerned. You got to keep doing that. Okay, you got to keep doing it. But what else we're going to do, and I'm going to ask you guys this week to give me an area, right, is we're going to segment an area, and that's going to be your area. And we're going to pull everything. Let's say it's 1,000 addresses. And that's going to be your responsibility. You're going to be responsible for those 1,000 addresses. You're going to be responsible for calling them all when the property goes on the market. Just listed call. You're responsible for calling everybody when a property sells. Just sold call. You're going to be responsible for knocking on their doors and introducing yourself as the expert in the area. You're going to be responsible for dominating your space. And so we're going to define what your space is. And I need you guys to help me a little bit with that by kind of giving me the area of town that you desire to work. Now, let's be clear, guys. Everybody wants to dominate in Buckhead, okay? Everybody wants to dominate in Midtown. And you can, but your competition is real thick. And it's thick everywhere, right? But if you're a new agent, do you think your time is best spent out here in Tuxedo Park? I don't think so. You need to be shooting for the average $350,000, $500,000 price point that you can just get. Nobody's providing value in those areas, guys. People are rolling out $40,000 marketing budgets on these $3-4 million houses. You can't do that. You can't compete. All right. If you pick one up, great. Pick one up, right? But regarding this, what we're going to focus on, we're going to focus on volume. We need the volume. Average price point in Atlanta is $270. Focus on that. That's where your money's at, okay? As you go, your price point can go up, but you need to focus on where the money is. $270 make you $8,100. Let's figure out how to turn 20 of those a year. Make 160 grand, you're gonna net 100K. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
This is what we got to do, guys. And I don't care where your area is. It could be near where you live. It could be near where somebody you know lives. It could be like for you, you live over here on West Paces Ferry. I think a great area for you would be around the Braves Stadium.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Mariner.
Killer.
Mm-hmm.
Killer area.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We can knock out 1,000 addresses up there. It's close to your house. The price point's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
It's an easy sale.
Right.
And you'll do great.
Mm-hmm.
You can go to the Braves games and hand out business cards.
I would too.
No, I'm just saying. So
I'm
that's
serious.
the kind of stuff we're going to start doing. I'm not saying all you guys, like, we can take around the Braves Stadium. We can say, okay, you got Vinings, you got this, you got that. And I'm not saying you guys can't cross over. And look, you don't own shit, okay? We all have the same information, okay?
Right.
But what I'm trying to tell you is we're going to make you responsible for 1,000 addresses somewhere, okay? And you need to give me an idea of where you want that to be. Where do you live, Aisha?
Decatur.
Okay, you live in Decatur. Fantastic. So what side of Decatur do you want to work?
I used to from my brother's neighborhood.
Okay.
But that's like more Ellenwood. But it's like right next to Decatur where I'm at.
So yeah, we'll figure it out. I mean, we'll figure something out right over there near where you live. You're kind of familiar. Where do you live?
Cobb County.
Okay, great. Love Cobb County, man. Cobb County is a killer market. Killer. Do you have an idea of an area that you'd like to work?
I'm thinking Marietta.
Yeah, Marietta's a certain side of Marietta. I'll tell you the most undervalued part of Marietta, near Dobbins.
Near Dobbins.
Dude, that's a freaking killer area. Killer. Values are down. People buy. It's great for investment property. There's all kinds of new construction going on over there right now. You can hit up the Air Force. They got people that need to buy in the freaking Air Force,
So
man.
just go in there and start talking to everybody.
Hell yeah, absolutely, man, 100%. Where do you live, Xavier? North Druid Hills. Dude, perfect. Perfect. You know what I'm saying? Dude, the area of North Druid Hills, which is like kind of closer to 285, that area is blowing up right now. Have you seen what's going on with the shopping centers up there? It's crazy, man. A lot of old ranch style homes back in there, which are awesome for renovations. They're also low price for people that got, $300,000 budget. They can get into a decent school district. Somebody wants to renovate a house, get one for $400 or $500. Dude, new construction. There's no better lot than a ranch lot because the ranch is a wide house.
Mm-hmm.
They're 100-foot wide lots, for goodness sakes. For $250,000, $300,000. You connect yourself with a builder over there, dude. Hey man, I'll bring you lots, but here's the deal. I'm gonna bring you lots, but anything I bring you, you gotta buy it from me and you gotta list it with me when you're on the other side. That's how you create a real relationship with a builder. You see all these people got builder relationships. Why do they have it? Because they brought them the land. You bring a builder the land and you say you gotta list it with me, or I'm taking it to someone who will. They'll sign a listing agreement as soon as they put it under contract. That's how it goes, guys. Okay? Roger, you're in Pine Hills. There couldn't be a better neighborhood, dude. You're perfect for that neighborhood, man.
Been there 21 years.
You've been there 21 years. You know it back and forth. You know the neighbors, and your average price is going to be $650,000 over there. I mean, you could destroy. You do 20 transactions over there, you'd be making $300,000-$400,000 a year, right? And not only that, but the surrounding neighborhoods as well that are kind of half Brookhaven, half DeKalb, half this, half that, right? Nanette, we talked about yours. I met with Nanette and her her husband. Felt like I was meeting with her father, but no, he's a great guy. But Nanette and her husband this weekend. She's up in Peachtree Corners.
Oh, I was out there too.
A sick area,
I like that.
guys. Sick.
I love that.
I have two
It's
friends that live in
pretty.
Eastern Corner.
It's wonderful, isn't it? It's a
Yeah.
beautiful place. It's really a lovely place to live, and it's a great place to sell real estate. Your average price point is around $4. I mean,
It's a great place. It's
oh my
hot over
God!
there,
Every
too.
deal you hit, you're gonna hit. Dude, you guys are at Keller Williams. You know what that means? After you cap, you get 100%. Dude, I'm looking at this deal I just wrote this morning. I'm like, wait a minute, I get 100%? That doesn't even make sense to me, man. I'm used to paying like 20%. I'm like top performing guy. Everybody else is paying 60, 50. You guys get to pay 100% after you cap, dude. That's crazy. That's crazy. So that means after you cap every deal and net at $400,000, you get paid 12 G's. Can I do 3 a month, please? And you can. You can if you work the schedule. And if you focus on the fact that 20% of your activities equal 80%. Sorry, I'm not writing too good this morning. Of your results. But you guys get the idea, right? Somebody give me an idea of what that 20% looks like. It's pretty simple, isn't it?
Following your schedule.
Guys,
Prospect. Face to face, door knock. Oh, face to face is that.
Well, it could be the mall.
Verbal.
Could be the mall face to face.
I do all face to face.
face to face, verbal, and written. You choose. You want to sit there and write letters for 2 hours? That's prospecting too, guys. As long as you have your stamps, as long as you have your envelopes, as long as you have everything, don't sit down and write letters. You don't have all your stuff ready. You're wasting your time. Take this time between 12 to 3 and go to Office Depot and buy yourself some thank you cards. Buy yourself some stamps. Guys, this is your time to prepare. That's your 80% time. You got 3 hours. Another 80% thing, lunch. You've seen the old movie Wall Street?
Mm-hmm.
Gordon Gekko? Lunch is for wimps. That's what he said. Gordon Gekko said lunch is for wimps. You remember when he met Charlie Sheen at the place for lunch that time? You remember that scene? He wasn't eating lunch. He wasn't eating. Anyway. Point being, 12 to 3, guys, that's your 80% time. That's your 80% time as far as, the activities that create, the 80% that creates the 20%. Buying stamps, buying envelopes, preparing your database, sending your database to Scott Leroy so you can upload it to command. Preparing your phone numbers. Getting Lori to print you out the call sheet for your 1,000 addresses. All the preparation. Oh, I got an offer on my listing. I better not prospect this morning. There's a 24-hour timeline, guys. Hit the forward button to your seller and let them know you'll be available at noon to discuss. You got from 12 to 3 to negotiate offers, fill out listing paperwork, send emails, send out for e-signatures, prepare for listing appointments, prepare for buyer appointments, prepare for prospecting, prepare to write letters, prepare to make phone calls, prepare where you're going to go to meet people. Prepare, right? Everybody wants to spend most of their time preparing to do. Mm-hmm. You guys need to be spending most of your time doing. And you have a little time to prepare, okay? We're not going to spend 80% of our time doing the activities that get us the 20% of results. We're going to spend 80% of our time doing the activities that get us 80% of the results. Because the activities are very simple. Simple but not easy, right? Simple but not easy, guys. Not easy. Hey, if it was easy, this room would be full right now. Do you guys have any idea the number of people at this company in Buckhead right now who have done 0 deals this year? Would you like me to tell you? Sure. 108 agents out of 200 at Keller Williams Buckhead have done 0 deals this year. Goose egg, guys. How many people are in this room? What's the problem?
We ain't making calls right here.
No, I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? Action. Everybody wants to get their real estate license. And then what? I don't know. That's why I'm here. I'm also here to trim the fat, guys. It's not going to be like that for very much longer, I promise you. I'm working through that with the leadership here and the leadership of the Rawls Group. But part of my job is to recruit. Another part of my job is to get rid of people who don't produce. And that's what the PC program is here for. The PC program is to make people productive. I got 108 people that aren't producing. They all are aware that I'm here. They're all aware of when we meet. Guess who shows up?
We do.
You guys. And I'm grateful to you all. And you're going to be successful as a result of this. It's going to take time, but you will. I promise you, if you do what we're talking about here, you will succeed. There's actually no way you can't. You just have to have blind faith. You have to have faith in what I'm telling you is real, okay? And I promise it is. So, face-to-face, verbal, written. That's 80% of our day, guys. 80% of our day. And that's going to create 80% of our results. So, you want to send some video text to people, you want to call people, you want to write some notes to people. Fantastic. I don't care what you do. Do whatever you want. Maybe you're tired of making calls, so you want to write some notes. Maybe you're tired of writing notes, so you want to make some calls. Maybe you're tired of being on the phone and writing notes. Well, you have fun. Put some freaking cards in your pocket. Go to your favorite coffee shop. Go to your favorite bar. Go to your favorite restaurant. What about the bartender? He makes 80 grand a year. He can buy a house. A lot of them do. A lot of them want an apartment or a condo near the bar. Imagine that. You could walk to work, man. Where do you live? Really? You live out in Cumming and you work in Buckhead? Why don't we find you a place around here? You walk to the bar. Oh, I can't afford a place around here. I think you'd be surprised. You actually can. There's plenty of $120,000 spots in Buckhead, guys. Plenty. Plenty. Maybe you want to focus some of your efforts on those buildings too. Maybe you want to focus some of your efforts on a building. Maybe you look at a building and you say, that building right there is mine. I'm taking that building. That's my territory nowadays. And you start hitting it, Who's got any questions for me this morning? I'm going to wrap this up so you guys can get to it. Any questions?
Introductions, going within your neighborhood.
Yeah.
Just introducing yourself. How far do you take that without overdoing it?
Yeah, great question, man. Great question. So, number one, you want to be careful when you're door knocking, okay? Because there's a lot of BS going on out there, okay? So, the most important thing when you're door knocking is that you are professionally dressed. I mean, no question. If I knock on your door right now, am I professionally dressed?
Yes.
Is there any question that I'm here to rob your freaking house or some shit? No, absolutely not. Now, what about now? More or less.
It works.
But it works, but is it more or less professional? It's less. So what do I want to do?
Wear your jacket.
I want to make sure I got this thing on. Now, what about now? More or less.
Too comfortable.
It's a little less, is it not?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
It's minor, but it's a little less. That's why I do this, guys, because it's a little more. I'm always looking for little subtle things. I got my pen right here. It's not because I like the way it looks. It's because I write contracts for a living. Ink is how I get paid, guys. It's how you get paid too. It's a demonstration for people of I'm here as a professional, right? Now, I don't have my clipboard. I don't have my folder. It's in the car. But somebody give me your clipboard. This versus this. Which one's more professional?
Clipboard.
So think about it, right? You've got two things that is either going to make or break you. Okay, when it comes to other people. Number one is how you look. Everybody's judging. You do it, I do it, we all do it. It happens within a couple seconds, guys. As soon as they see you, boom, their mind tells them what to think. If you are freaking buttoned up with your clipboard looking like a beast, they're going to be like, there's a professional at my door. If they see you and you're just kind of like, they'd be like, who the fuck is that guy? You know what I'm saying? And so the first thing is your appearance. The second thing is when you open your mouth. Right? When you open your mouth, what comes out? Okay, so it's two things. The way you look, the way you sound. You want both. You need to practice. You need to look in the mirror. You need to be your own critic of the best possible way for you to present yourself, right? For the guys, I recommend jacket. I recommend a collar. If you don't have a tie on, button it to the top. But I recommend a tie. If it's a shirt like this, look, it's 100 degrees outside. I'm not wearing a tie. But so it's a polo shirt, button it all the way up. All right? If you don't want to button it all the way up, don't button it all the way up. I'm just giving you a suggestion. I'm just making a suggestion. You do what you want to do, okay? For the ladies, use your own discretion. I'm not getting into that, okay? That is not my department. Y'all look beautiful every single day. You do your thing, right? But just remember that you're there to look professional, not pretty. Pretty and professional is great. Professional is more important than pretty, right? So I'm not going to go down that road. It's really not my area. I get myself into trouble, okay? And I'm not looking to do that. You all look great right now. I'm just saying, when you're out looking, when you're out knocking, when you're out talking to people, just remember, how you look is going to get you an immediate response. Do you want them to say, dang, maybe I get her in here for a little bit longer? Or do you want them to say, she's a professional? You know what I'm saying? There's a difference. I'm just telling you.
Ain't no door knocking in heels.
Well,
There's a difference.
that's actually what
No heels.
thing for me is, I mean, if you're door knocking in this heat,
Yeah,
you wear a coat and you're pouring down sweat.
it's not professional.
Right.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, man. I agree. So, maybe you got one of these on, you button it all the way up. Sometimes what I'll do is this.
Kind of just have it on you.
And you guys do whatever you want, but sometimes if it's hot outside, I'll just kind of do this with my clipboard. Right? Like this. Is this better or this? You make your own decision. It doesn't really matter, right? Make your own decision. Depends on where you are, depends on what you're doing. I agree that there's no reason for you to be a sweaty mess. That's less professional, okay?
My head is split.
Yeah. Now, another tip for door knocking. Do not park your car and walk freaking 3 miles. Keep your car on, keep your AC running, keep some towels in your car. I used to bring a change of shirt with me, right? And keep everything you need in your car and just kind of inch through the neighborhood. Just kind of inch down the road. You pull up, you can do 3 here, that's 6, boom, move to the next 6. 3, boom, move to the next 6. Why?
One thing, is it rude to drive on the driveway?
I think so. I think so.
Some of the driveways in my neighborhood are like half
Long.
a mile.
Long. Yeah, they're long, man.
Not to have a mile, but
I don't think if it's that
100
long
yards.
or whatever, fine, but another thing is your safety. You need to be concerned for your safety, especially the girls, the ladies. You want to be very careful. Make sure that you have your car close by. Also, what you might just need to relax for a little bit. You know what I mean? Maybe you need a sip of water. Maybe it's hot. You need to go sit in your car, brush off a little bit, reset yourself, listen to a tape, listen to some music, something like that, and then get back out there. It's okay to take breaks, guys. Just make sure your breaks aren't longer than 10 minutes. It's okay to take phone breaks. So it's okay to take door knocking breaks, but they're not longer than 10 minutes. Longer than 10 minutes, you start to disconnect from what you're doing, and guess what? You're going to end up at McDonald's or something. Okay? Which is fine, as long as you're passing out business cards. So, as far as that's concerned, though, Emil, the reason why I went through all that is because the first thing is how you look. And you look professional right now. You got your name tag on. I mean, you look great, right? You're perfect. If it's nice enough out for a jacket, bring a jacket. If it's not, don't look like an idiot. I think Roger made a great point. Okay, so why are you there? That's a question you need to answer before you go. Because guess what? That is the question that all of them have. Why are you here? You need to have that question answered, right? There's a number of different reasons why you're here. But I would say the reason why I'm here is to introduce myself to you. My name is Emil. I'm an expert in this neighborhood. I wanted to tell you about the neighborhood activity, give you my business card, introduce myself, and ask if you might be interested in selling your home in the near future. Very professional, very nice, no small talk. What up, dude? Oh, I love your ride, man. This is dope. I mean, you can get into that later, right? You can get into that later. But it's just very simple. Knock, knock. Hi. Nice to meet you, man. You know, oh, also another one, guys. Look. If this is the front door,
Step back.
step off the porch, guys, down the stairs. Don't be all up in the front door like you're getting ready to walk in the house. Okay? They won't answer. Make sure you step back, non-threatening. Okay? Now, what are you going to do? Knock, knock. Hi, this is Emil. Sorry, I was on the phone.
Talk to the neck.
They answer the door. They answer the door. Hey, Nanette. Ben Heidenreich. Nice to meet you.
Pleasure.
Thank you for coming to the door. Listen, I'm a real estate expert in your area here. I actually am specializing in your neighborhood and a few other neighborhoods in the area. I just wanted to come by and introduce myself, give you a business card, tell you a little bit about a property down the street that is sold. Are you aware of this property?
I am.
Yeah, so it's a 5-bedroom, 4-bath home.
Mm-hmm.
It was on the market for 15 days, and it actually sold for $350,000. Isn't that great?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
So I just wanted to ask, are you planning on moving in the near future?
No, actually, we're gonna do some reno.
Oh, cool. Congratulations. Do you happen to know any of your neighbors who might be moving?
I know them pretty well, but no, we've had a fair amount of turnover in the neighborhood, but no, not immediate neighbors.
Okay, cool. Well, listen, I really just wanted to come and introduce myself. I'll be walking around the neighborhood, so you might see me out here. Here's my business card. If I can ever help you in any way, please let me know, and you'll see my marketing coming through as well. Okay?
Yeah, good.
Great to meet you.
Good to meet you too.
Thank you very much. That's it, guys. You're just making an introduction.
Could we ask for email, phone number, at that contact, and just pass out that card?
If you want to, a better way to do that is to say, would you like me to send you neighborhood updates? Would you like me to send you updates on what the market is doing in this neighborhood? Would you like me to send you updates about home values? Would you like me to send you updates about what's going on in the neighborhood? Sure. Great. How should I send them to you?
Or how about, I mean, she's doing renovations. Oh, do you need me to, or
Yeah.
I know a lot of contacts. Do you have anybody
Sure.
you're looking for?
Absolutely. Yeah. Look, you're doing a renovation? Awesome. Do you need any help with that? Can I introduce you to some people? I know a lot of people in the renovation community, especially that work in this area. If you guys are looking for bids, I've got some people that you might want to talk to. Would that be okay? Sure. Okay, great. How should I introduce? Would you like me to provide them with your phone number? Would you like me to provide them with your email address? What do you want to do? Not what do I want to do. What I want to do, hey, could I get your email? No. Could I get your phone number? Nope. Right? What do you want to do? Do you want me to call you? Do you want me to text you? Do you want me to email you? Do you want me to mail you updates? How do you want me to get these to you? It will happen over time, guys. It doesn't do you any good to collect all their information right now. I mean, it really doesn't, right? Do you know where to find them? Do they now know where to find you? Is this the only time you're ever going to talk to them? I hope not. I hope you're going to be sending them emails. I hope you're going to be sending them mail. I hope you're going to be around the neighborhood holding open houses, right? Hey, Dan, good to see you again.
Oh, it's you.
Did you see I put this listing up down the
Yeah,
street?
good for you.
Thank you. We're holding open house today at 12 noon to 2. Would you come by?
Actually, I'll do that. I want to see what the house looks like anyway.
I'm going to be baking cookies.
Oh, chocolate chip?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know,
You
I
don't
mean, you
mind-
want to get to know people. You know what I'm saying?
And you don't mind if I bring some friends, do you?
Please bring them. Bring them all. Have a party, you know? Bring some beer. Bring one for me. So, does that make sense, guys, what I'm saying here? Does the schedule make sense to you? Would you like me to write it out one more time? Or do you pretty much got it? Pretty simple, isn't it? Pretty simple. Now, this is going to be a challenge for you guys, but I want you to try. Just try. You're not going to get it all in one day, or you could. Tony Robbins says it takes half a second to make a decision. You can decide, okay? You can decide to or not to. It's really up to you. I want to set a standard of excellence for you guys because I do have expectations that you're going to succeed at a high level. So I want to lay the groundwork and put you in the right foundation and the right mindset so that you can be very, very successful. And the schedule, guys, is the most important part of this. Because when you get busy, you're going to have to place people in your schedule where they belong.
Mhm.
You can't just react to where everyone wants you to be and when and all that kind of stuff. Now, there's going to be a time when you have to, but you want to do your best to place people where they belong in your schedule. Guess what happens before noon? Nothing ever happens before noon other than business development. Ever. There's no 9 o'clock closings like I had this morning. Actually, it was an 8:30. There's no 8:30 closings. There's no morning inspections. There's no morning meetings. There's no coffee in the morning. There's no breakfast meetings. There's no nothing in the morning. There's nothing. Hey, could we go do this? Hey, could I give you a call in the morning? Hey, let's schedule a time to chat. Nope. Sorry, I'm busy until noon. You can tell people. With all due respect, sir, every day from 8 to noon is my business development time. That means that all I do is develop business until noon. I can meet or talk after 12. When would be best for you? They'll be like, damn, that's the guy I want on my side. That's the guy I want on my team. And think about it like this, guys. If you're so easy to meet with, does that give them extra confidence in you or less?
Less.
Extra, easy to speak to, right? Is that what
Meet
you're
with.
saying? Easy to meet with.
Yeah.
Like you too available
Oh,
If you're
yeah.
too
I
available.
don't think you desperate. Yeah.
Correct.
or don't have no.
Could you come over at 9:30? Yeah, I'll be right there. Well, actually, we've got an 11 o'clock. I'll be 9:30. Okay, I'll be there at 11. Versus, sorry, I can't be there until afternoon. As a matter of fact, I have an appointment slot from 3 to 5, and I have an appointment slot from 5 to 7. Which appointment slot would you like? 3 to 5 or 5 to 7? Well, it's not going to take 2 hours, is it? No, but I can meet with you sometime between 3 and 5, or sometime between 5 and 7, right?
Same thing the window companies do it, your air
Yeah.
conditioning company does it.
That's right. We're talking business here, guys. You are the CEO of your company. When are you available to meet?
After 12.
After 12. Maybe after 3. Because from 1 to 3, you should be working on your business. From 12 to 1, you should be going to have a nice time, have a relaxing lunch. Should you eat with potential clients?
No.
No, guys. Should you drink alcohol with them? Are you there to be their friend? Do you want to buy them lunch? Would you like for them to see you have shit go all over your shirt? You want to deal with that? Oh, hold on, I'm freaking chewing. I'll answer that question in a second. It's unprofessional, guys. It's not professional. It doesn't impress anybody. It's not professional, and it's not where you should be doing business. Have lunch with a friend. Have lunch by yourself. Enjoy your lunch, okay? Enjoy a nice little quiet hour to yourself. Listen to a podcast. Do whatever you enjoy doing. Just do something you enjoy. Go sit by the river and have a nice time. Relax. You've had a busy morning. You've got an even busier afternoon. Take a break. Chill out for a minute. Just chill. It's fine. Makes sense? Yeah, sing. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Do something that you enjoy doing. Go to Tin Lizzie's and hang out and eat some chips. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you got to do. But don't try to loop in lunch appointments. It's garbage. No business comes from it, guys. It's not where business happens. Business doesn't happen at lunch. It doesn't happen at dinner. It typically doesn't happen at the bar. Okay? My dad always told me, he said, never drink or eat with a client or a prospect. So I just never have. Well, I have. I've broken the rule, but it's never really worked out for me. So
Or what about a celebration dinner?
I'm not doing it. No, I don't do it.
Okay.
I give them a bottle of champagne. I'll tell you, guys, look. The closing this morning, $985,000 closing this morning. Okay, what I get them? Bottle of Dom, 2 crystal champagne glasses from Tiffany. Thank you very much for your business, and a nice little note card. There's nothing better than that freaking blue bag that those champagne glasses come in. It was the bottle of Dom's $170. It's an expensive ass bottle of champagne. The glasses are $25 each. is $250 a lot versus what I earned. Oh, by the way, they also sold a $650 with it. So that's a pretty good deal for me. See, alcohol gives you an opportunity, specifically champagne and wine gives you an opportunity to get something extraordinary for a little bit of money. The best bottle of champagne you can buy. I mean, not the best, but pretty damn up there. $180. Veuve.
Yeah.
Awesome. Love it.
Like 65 bucks.
$50.
Oh.
$50,
I
guys.
think it's up to 65.
Yeah, or whatever it is. It's a lot for you to go and drink bottle after bottle, okay? You probably don't have your fridge stocked with Veuve. But as far as a gift for someone, it's a very nice gesture. It's a high-level gesture for a low price. Does that make sense? Tiffany. What's better than a frickin' champagne glass from Tiffany? It's beautiful. It's real crystal. It's $25. Buy 2 of them. Buy 4 of them. Whatever. I adjust my champagne budget per the level of the transaction, but champagne is the gift I always give. You know, high level closing, Dom. Above 2 million, I'm dropping like 500 on a bottle of champagne. I mean, some ridiculous shit. You know what I'm saying? But what's nicer, a $500 bottle of champagne or like some kitchen napkins and shit? I mean, some people go to Williams Sonoma and buy like knives or something. I mean, give me a break. People don't want your knife. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's just my opinion. Sometimes people don't drink. You got to get creative. But point is,
Well, and that's what I was going to say. Is like if while you're talking to your customers, if maybe they don't like champagne, maybe they like bourbon, then
there you go.
give them a nice bottle of bourbon.
Maybe they don't drink. So guess what? Buy them a gift card to a nice restaurant. Send them to Bones. A lot of people never been to Bones. Never been to Chops. Never even thought about it. They've been saving money for that house. You know what it means to a lot of people to get dressed up and go out to a nice dinner that they don't have to pay for? Dude. I mean, allowing them to drink a bottle of champagne that they would never buy. They'd never buy it. They'll remember you forever. They'll remember that experience forever. If you take them out to dinner, I mean, that's all right too. I mean, I don't have a problem with it. That's what you like to do.
Well, what we typically do is a nice dinner and then
Yeah.
a gift.
Yeah. Which is nice, but I always say, hey, does your lawyer take you to dinner? Does your doctor take you to dinner? You know what I'm saying? I don't really want people to take me to dinner. I've had clients invite me to dinner, and it's always just like a scheduling issue, and then you got to go, and you have to act a certain way, and everybody's acting a certain way, and it's like everybody, and it's kind of sticky.
Awkward.
I'd rather just spend half the money, give you the gift card, and let you guys go enjoy. You guys go enjoy. Go have a nice dinner on us. If they invite you, fine. If you become friends and they invite you, great. Guess what? You think they're going to invite you? I doubt it. I doubt they will. So just a suggestion, but that's a little further down the line. I mean, when you guys start having closings and stuff, you'll get that. But the point I'm trying to make was, what was the point I was making?
Not to eat.
Being
Not to,
professional.
yeah.
What's that? Being
Mm.
what?
Professional.
Being professional.
And don't do business over meals.
It was lunch. That was the point.
Don't go to
freaking do
lunch.
meetings, okay? Don't do lunch meetings, guys. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of time.